Hey everyone, welcome to another hunt video. Today we're going to be fighting Agnaktor, so let's get on with this. And here's Agnaktor. So as you can see, it's kind of like a lava Lagiacrus in a way. So it's similar, it's a Leviathan just like Lagiacrus is, and it's a fire lava version. Now Agnaktor does a lot of beam moves, like as he's doing right now, where it does a massive beam of fire and it does a circle around it. So when he comes out of the ground like this, where he's like half out, watch out, because he'll start clacking his beak, I guess you could call it, whatever that's called. And then you'll see like little sparks, and then he'll do the big fire move that he just did then. Now Agnaktor is quite a large Leviathan, and he can be quite a bit of a pain, especially with what's happening right now. So do you see how his skin started to darken? So that's the magma or lava that was on his skin before, which is now hardened, which now means that I'm more than likely going to bounce. Yep, see how I can't cut through him now? I do have ESP, so that's why I'm actually not bouncing, but I'm doing the bounce effect because I'm not actually able to cut through him. So that's when his magma hardens, but when he goes underground like this, it then becomes soft again. So it's a good opportunity to be able to hit him. Oh, he went into the ceiling. I actually forgot he does that. So you do need to watch out for that because he will go into the ceiling and then drill down like a drill. Now Agnaktor obviously does fire, so watch out if you got some bad fire resistance. But if you're trying to fight him and you're wanting to do the most optimal damage, you're probably looking at water or ice is the best that you can bring, or raw obviously. As I say every episode, I always bring raw. And he's also weak against dragon, but that's on areas without the magma. And with him being weak against dragon when he doesn't have the magma on him, it actually looks like the dragon will do the most damage from what I can see, just by a little bit, not much. It also depends on where you're hitting him. Certain areas will do worse, some will do better. But when there isn't magma, areas like his head will actually take better dragon damage than, say water or ice. And speaking about where he's weak, if you're wanting to do the most damage and you're using a cutting weapon like I am right now, you'll want to go for his head, his chest, and you can go for his neck and general body as well. But his chest and his head will be the best hit zones you can get. And if you're using impact, it will be his head is the best, and then second best is chest, but the head is way better. And if you're using a shooting weapon, you'll go for the head and chest is the best spots. Now, one of the moves I find most annoying with Agnaktor is the one that he actually just did a minute ago. I'm not sure if I had that in the video or not. But basically, he will run forwards at you, but he actually tracks where you're going to go and predicts. So say he's running at me and I go this way, he might actually go further to the left, so then when I run into him, he'll get me. So you got to really watch out for that. It can be quite an annoying move to avoid. I remember when I fought him in the Portable Third series, I found that incredibly annoying. Now, the games that Agnaktor's been in, the first one was Monster Hunter 3, then he's been in Portable Third, so this game, then he's been in 3 Ultimate, and then he was only in GGU. So he hasn't been in anything other than 3rd and 4th gen. I would love it if they brought him back, because he is kind of, as I was saying before, he basically is like a lava Lagiacrus sort of thing. He's like a counter to Lagiacrus. That's kind of how I see it, at least. They're, water versus lava type thing. Now, you can also, with the lava pieces, you can actually break them, so you will be able to get access to his actual body, because obviously the magma pieces are there. Even if they're soft, you can still hit them, but it's not actually technically hitting his body. It's just the magma piece next to his body. So you can actually break them off to get proper access to his body, but it does take quite a few hits to actually be able to break through them. So you'll probably be wanting to, if you want the head, focus the head, and it will eventually break off, but it will take a minute. And Agnaktor came 92nd in the Monster Hunter 20th anniversary polling, which is actually pretty high. It's not super high. I mean, honestly, I kind of would have thought it'd be higher, but it is relatively high for a monster that hasn't been in a game since Generations Ultimate. And I think that does just show that the fans do enjoy the big Leviathan type monsters. And there we go. See, I broke the magma off of his face now, so I'll actually be able to get proper access to his head now, which I'll be able to do much better damage that way. Now, in the mainline series, Agnaktor has one subspecies, which is Glacial Agnaktor, which is pretty much just an ice Agnaktor. Well, it is exactly an ice Agnaktor. But other than that, he doesn't have any other subspecies or anything like that in the mainline series. Obviously, there are Uroktors, which is the small monster version of Agnaktors, so he does have his own little small monster, which is quite cool. But other than Glacial Agnaktor, there aren't any more, subspecies or variants of Agnaktor. And I didn't bring any, but to let you guys know, you probably might want to bring some sonic bombs. You don't have to. As I said, I haven't brought any. But when he does burrow underground, you can actually use a sonic bomb to make him come out of the ground, kind of like what you do with Diabolos and Monobolos. Now, it doesn't work when he's in rage, so you're going to have to do it when he's just in normal. well, like in normal mode, and obviously if he's changing zone, it's not going to work at that point either. Now, Agnaktor can be one of those monsters that can actually be like really quite difficult, especially if you're not used to the Leviathan skeleton, or if you're just not like, if you're not prepared, you don't have the best gear, especially with some of his laser moves, and this move can be quite annoying. But I personally find the 360 laser move can be really annoying, because he'll sometimes do it when you're sharpening and then you're going to get hit by it. But the most annoying move, as I said earlier, is the tracking swim. And he does big damage if you're not careful. And this is the 360 move I was talking about, by the way. Oh, never mind. I stopped him from doing it. So it looks like you can knock him out of the ground when he's doing that if you do enough damage, which is quite handy to know. Now, as you can see, I've knocked off quite a bit of lava on his body. I think I've got it on his arms. I've removed it on his arms, his back, and his face. So that gives me really good hit zones there. So it does show that it's not too hard to break off, but this is a low rank Agnaktor and I am high rank, so obviously I am doing more damage as well, which makes it much easier to knock all of the lava off. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not because I haven't verified it myself, but apparently if you bring a fire weapon, you can hit his like lava parts and it will actually make them go back to, you know, being soft. So obviously a fire weapon probably isn't optimal to fight Agnaktor, obviously, but it can be helpful in that sense, so you can make the lava go soft again, so you don't have to wait for him to go underground or in the lava or anything like that, because you can control when it goes soft and when it doesn't. And that's that move I was talking about. As you could see, I started moving to the side and his body was actually tracking where it thought I was going to go. That's the thing that I struggle most with that move, because he goes where you're going to go, not where you are. So it can actually take quite a while to get used to it and not get hit by it constantly. And also, just like most monsters that have like a laser beam or a fire beam type attack, when he's tired or depleted of stamina, he won't be able to actually do the beam. So he'll attempt to do it, but nothing will come out. So if he's tired, take that opportunity to do as much damage as possible, because it's going to be a good time, because he won't be able to do any laser beam attacks. But that is pretty much the same for most monsters. Any monster that really has like a laser beam, ice beam, fire beam, whatever it is, any monster that has that sort of stuff, usually when they're tired, they're not able to actually do it. So it's kind of just a universal monster hunter monster thing. Personally, I really do like Agnaktor. I found him quite difficult when I first fought him, but I think he's a very cool monster. And as I said, I would really love to see him in a modern Monster Hunter, and I feel like he would actually fit in quite perfectly. And I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if he's added into, say, the Wilds DLC eventually or something like that. And especially with, I've seen a lot of people commenting that they want Agnaktor back, so I'm glad that there's a lot of people wanting him back, because I would love him back as well. Now, I did forget to mention, I just got reminded just then, but I'm pretty sure you guys would have seen it by now. He does do Fire Blight, so it's pretty, obviously Fire Blight's pretty easy to get rid of, you just roll. But just to put that out there, because I realized I forgot to mention that before, and I just got Fire Blighted, so it reminded me. And when Agnaktor starts limping, his sleeping zone is in Area 10, as you can see. Now, there is one really annoying thing about Area 10, which you're about to see. There are a bunch of Oroctors as well, so it can be quite annoying. I've had them wake up Agnaktor before while he's sleeping, but other than that, they're also just annoying because they go underground and they pop up all over the place. So, you know, one just popped up right behind me and I got lucky to not get hit. But that sort of thing can be quite annoying. You basically have a big Agnaktor and then multiple Oroctors trying to hit you at the same time. And also, this area is quite small, so you really got to be careful, because obviously Agnaktor is doing some quite massive moves in this area. And you really don't have much room to move around, so prepare for potentially getting hit quite a lot in this area. And there we go, objective cleared. So as you can see, this one, as I said earlier, was only a low rank one, so it's not that hard. He can be quite annoying though. I did still have to use quite a lot of heals, especially for a low rank one. But basically, the main takeaway is just prepare for him to be insane and try and break the lava off if you can. Because if you can break the lava off, you're going to have no issues hitting him. But if you can't break the lava off, you're just going to have to wait for him to go underground. You might be able to bomb him actually, because I just realized I got supplied bombs. I'm not sure if that does that, but if not, just hit him where you can pretty much. If you have ESP, bring that. It will be very helpful in this type of quest. Okay, and there we go guys. So that's going to be the end of this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to join the channel as a member, you can. I'll show on screen now all the members you have. Thank you all very much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then. Bye.